There we go. Hello, everyone.
Hello! How's it going, everybody?
I hope y'all having a fine day today. I know we sure are. We're going to be doing a reading today.
What's funny is he's doing this on his Chromebook. I didn't know a Chromebook could do all this shit. So hey, everybody, we're actually going to be reading a story today.
Well, hell, let me make sure it's actually doing anything.
I'm actually not doing anything. I can't do anything on his stream.
There we go. It's live. Good. We're online.
Hey, Razor,
Yes.
if I join that call, do you think I will be able to do anything?
Well, anything on what?
Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can start my own stream as well, without the computer lagging me out. Alright. The first and only. The purple Pegasus made her way towards the farmhouse of Sweet Apple Acres, intent on asking Applejack for some cider. He'd had hit her practically hard this year, and she was desperate for some cider to numb the burn in her nethers. I should have done this when she was at the market. Stupid Aurora, she smacked herself. Aurora wanted to go, but knew the sight of any stallion would make her even more horny. She knew she was attractive, but there weren't enough stallions in town for every mare to have a full friend. Electric Aurora was her full name. Her coat lavender, mane pale blue, and an orange stripe down the middle. She took great pride in her mane and tail. They were long and silky. She loved them. Today, however, they weren't as so nice. It was pouring rain and both were plastered to her body. It was days like this when she wished she had a unicorn's magic. Stupid rain, stupid heat, stupid stuff. An apple smacked her in the side of the head, cutting her pinpoint. Ow. What the hey? The apple lay at her hoof, and Aurora looked at it while rubbing the spot it had hit. Usually the apple family's apples were red and juicy, but this one was dried and shriveled. Suddenly a loud hiss came from the trees next to the path, which made Aurora jump slightly. A shadowy figure hung from the trees.
Hey, what the hell is that noise in the background?
Huh?
About to say something was in the background. It was hurting my ears.
That was actually a cricket.
Oh. Go on.
Sorry, everybody. Where were we? A shadowy figure hung from the trees. Another apple shot at Aurora, smacking her in the forehead. Hey, who's there? I swear, if it's you, Wings. Aurora angrily said, knowing this would be just like her friend to pull a stupid prank. Aurora trotted into the darkness and of the canopy the trees provided. Angry hiss came from the darkness, louder and closer. Branches crackled and popped above her, letting out, letting light in as the source of the hissing revealed itself. A large dark gray bat stallion landed in front of her with a thump. People being sucked, an apple being sucked dry in his mouth. His mane and tail were blue, with a darker blue stripe in the middle. A stallion spat out. The stallion spat out the apple's dried remains and looked at Aurora as his pupil shrank into slits. I didn't mean to disturb you, Aurora said, scared yet curious. Unfortunately, the bat only cocked his head, unable to understand, and hissed again, softer this time. The humid air and canopy of the trees began to trap Aurora's strong scent. The stallion definitely noticed and sniffed the air, looking at Aurora hungrily. Aurora noticed something bob beneath the stallion. A large dark blue stallion hood was growing beneath him. A clear, dead bead of pre-cum gathered at the black tip before dripping onto the dirt. I'll just be going now. As she began to back up, the stallion hissed and blocked Aurora from leaving. He began to sniff her neck and mane before moving down her body to a more intimate bit. His hot breath gently blew over her already wet nether lip. Out of fear, hey Razor,
Yeah.
you want to do what we were doing yesterday when you do the sound effects?
Okay.
Oh, God. Out of fear for her life, she stayed put and let him sniff, beginning to strengthen again as the stallion's strong, musky scent reached her nose. The warm breath teased her. Aurora's body betrayed her and invited the stallion to mount her. Small drips of natural lubricant were pushed out of her mare hood as it winked madly. The bat pressed his nose under her tail and sniffed the sweet scent coming from her, pressing his muzzle into her warm, wet folds. Ah! Aurora gasped. Even the slight stimulation feeling good. Shoot. She told herself not to like it, but couldn't help. I can't read that bottom part, Fraser.
What
But
part?
couldn't help and enjoying the feeling. He snorted and nosed her puffy lips more before deciding she was a good choice to carry his folds. His erection was now in full force, pulsing with his heartbeat. As blood pumped through it, pre-cum drooled steadily from the tip, his body ready for what was about to come. Aurora let out a squeal of surprise as the stallion's weight suddenly came down on her back. His hooves pinned her wings to the side and began thrusting at her backside, leaving sticky strands of pre-cum all over her ass. No, Aurora blurted out and squirmed, but the stallion was larger and stronger and heavier than her. She could feel the thick shaft prodding her backside, looking for the target. Finally, the flat head of the bat's hard cock pressed against her puffy lips. Both ponies let out a loud gasp as the bat pony thrust forward, bearing full leap into Aurora's velvety warm pussy. His large, heavy balls smacked her backside as he hilted inside of her. No, Aurora mumbled, losing the battle with lust-filled mind. Her warm love tunnel massaged the stallion, who was deep inside of her. Fuck it, she sighed, and and uh, she sighed and succumbed to the heat, even spreading her legs a little more. Her new bat lover began thrusting into her, his thick shaft plunging in and out of her with loud, wet slurps. Aurora couldn't help herself and let out a low moan as she bucked her mare hood, tightened around the thrusting shaft, trying to keep it inside. The stallion let out primal grunt and snorts of pleasure. No, roar of more and pounded into her harder, making loud flesh on flesh slapping noises. The tips of sex lingered. Both ponies were sweating in the humid air, and fluid drooled from where they were joined. Ah! Aurora was fully enjoying it, moaning and whimpering and squealing in pleasure. Her needy cunt burned for release, and this wild bat was about to give it to her. Her legs weakened from the pleasure. She slipped. She slipped in the mud, slowly laying with her ass in the air. The new angle was what Aurora needed, and she let out a loud cry of ecstasy as she came. Her mare cum coated her new lover's cock and ran down her inner thighs. Aurora's pussy clenched around the bat's still thrusting shaft. The warm, wet tunnel milked him of his baby-making sperm. The stallion let out a primal screech of victory and uh, pleasure of oh my gosh, the story and pleasure of pleasure as he hilted his cock all the way inside. Aurora, as his flathead flared and flooded her fertile womb with potent seed. Short after, the shot of thick cum filled Aurora and forced its way past her. His flare, his balls finished emptying out into her. Finally, he collapsed on top of her. Both ponies stayed like that for a short time. Aurora catched her breath while the bat made sure his seed was kept inside. Sadly, Aurora's new lover pulled out with a wet slurp, his stallion hood returning to its sheath. Aurora whimpered sad and her rapist-turned lover had left her warm love tongue. Aurora was laying in the muddy puddle and looking up at the large stallion. He bent down and licked her on the cheek and muzzled affectionately before nibbling her ear and flying away. Behind him, Aurora watched from her muddy puddle his thick tongue leaking out, deeply contrasting the muddy brown water. Deep inside of Aurora, millions of sperm swam at a mad rate to get to her egg. Eventually, one mated and new life began.
Man, that damn speaking is getting louder. No, it's going away now.
Yeah, it's cricket.
Anyway, author's note. Well, thanks for reading. Hopefully, I didn't waste your time. I had an idea and decided I would write it, and finally uploaded something. Editor, if you like this story, keep an eye out of the sequel, which is coming soon.
Alright, that was it for this story, everybody. Do you guys have any suggestions on what else we can read?
You want to do another one or wait?
I mean, do you want to do another one?
It's up to you. We can always do another one.
Hot damn!
That was too damn long. That one's 5,000 words.
Dude, we have 8 hours on a stream.
Yeah, what?
You have until 8 hours.
I know, I got 8 hours of broadcast time.
I don't know if anybody would really wait around 8 hours. Shit.
I got a lot of shit, but most of it's over 5,000 words. Here's one. My date with a strange girl.
Yes, my date with a strange girl. What is this story called, Razor?
It is called My Date with a Strange Girl.
A Date with a Strange Girl by Multibrony21. This is the second story on the whole array, and it is about a brony named
Mo
believes that the only girl from before him is a pony named Derpy, but he will settle for whoever he goes on a blind date with. Of course, as it turns out, the blind date, what is that? What the fuck is that? Has a secret.
I don't know.
Just random person has a secret.
I think it's just something, I don't know.
Do you invert the text?
What'd you say?
Do you invert the text?
Invert.
Yeah, where it's black and then white.
Oh, you don't like my setup?
Oh, no, I don't. I like it. It's just, do you invert it? So it's easier to read. It is actually easier to read. How did you do it?
I'll go over here to formatting. You click on that.
Yeah.
And you go down here, you can pick what size, how big the words are. I got them at 1.7 because I can read it better. Go down here, you can pick what you like. Here I have it dark and blue.
Oh my gosh, no.
But I like it just dark.
Yeah.
And you can have it dark purple, dark and red, ultra dark.
Yeah, that's better.
You like it ultra dark?
Yeah, that way it's like a black background.
You can have all kind of shit on here.
How do you like that, though?
It's
I
fine.
mean, like it's your computer.
I like it just good.
All right.
And yeah, there's all kind of shit you can do on here. You can make like this and just get this shit over here. But yeah, I always put it like this because it makes it easier to read. And it ain't much of a strain on your eye because the blur and white background ain't straining your eyes to read.
huh. Let's see.
Warning: contains sex, pony, human, and atro tripping.
Fixed longer version. Hmm. Where is this girl? I'm supposed to meet her. I'm supposed to meet what? Okay. Where is this girl? I'm supposed to meet. I had been waiting 2 minutes for this girl I was supposed to meet for a blind date. I really don't want to go on this date because I thought that Derpy was the only real girl I loved, and I was right. Within a few seconds, my date finally showed up. She had long blonde hair, and she was wearing a gray uniform and black sunglasses. From her feet to her head, I counted every detail. She had black shoes, gray socks, her legs curvy, her shirt was short sleeved, her breasts were perfectly rounded and big. Her face was the most beautiful I'd ever seen. And in fact, her eyes looked just like Derpy Hooves, except they were only the same color as Derpy. Are you Mal? She asked. Huh. Yes, sorry. I got lost on in my thoughts. I'm Mal. You must be my date, I said. Wait, how about this? You do the male voice.
Yeah. Okay.
You do the male voice, and then I'll do the girl's voice. Oh god, this is gonna be funny. Yes, that's me. By the way, my name is Delilah. That's Delilah!
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. She said with a smile.
Delilah. That's a beautiful name.
I said. She smiled and sat down.
So Delilah, since this is our first date, I suppose we should. I really don't know. What do we do on the first date? I've never dated before. I said.
Me neither, but I think we should take a talk about what we would like. Shit, I need some water or some hot tea. That stuff will clear you out. Me neither, but I think we should talk about what we like about each other. For instance, your eyes are very beautiful color, and you look so handsome. Ugh, that was so terrible. She said. All I could do was smile.
Well, I think you have a very beautiful face. Your eyes are the color of my favorite pony's eyes. I said.
Really? What's her name? She asked. I told her the name of the pony was Derpy. Really? You love her? Or do you just like her? She asked, seemingly curious about it.
Well, both, I guess. I said before. I've never been on a date before, mainly because most girls aren't into Boys who like My Little Pony friendship is magic. I said, lowered my head.
Well, they just don't know what they're missing. A handsome boy like you surely could take good care of a girl like me, she said, with a slight blush. Oh God. The waiter arrived. What will you have? He asked. I was going to order, but Delilah cut me off. She said she wanted french fries with a side of muffins. Oh my gosh, for her and cheesy fries, pancakes, ice cream, sundae. For me, ice cream is my favorite dessert. The waiter left with our orders. With a side of muffins, really? Up a little bit. Just up a little bit. You skipped the line. A little bit more. No, never mind. You didn't skip the line. It says waiter left with our orders. Okay, there we go. The waiter came back with our food. We ate and talked and flirted with each other. So, that's you.
So, Delilah, I'm kind of shy when around beautiful girls like you, but I'm trying to avoid embarrassing myself. I said with a slight, while I was blushing.
Oh, it's okay. I think you're cute. And when you blush, you just have that cute face. She said it. I smiled.
I think you're beautiful, so beautiful that you wouldn't want someone like me hanging around. I said, almost about to cry.
Delilah grabbed a napkin and removed to remove my tears. Don't talk like that. Here, maybe this will make you feel better, she said and kissed me on the lips.
Delilah, I'm so glad we met. Maybe Derpy isn't the only girl for me. I said as I returned the kiss.
Uh, okay, I'm just going to get off on a little bit of a tangent here. They're not healthy for the hips, by the way. But I would say that I'm not judging you if you do fantasize about loving a pony, because some of these characters they do have great traits. Don't get me wrong, but I would find it extremely odd if I was on a date with another girl and talking about my love for Derpy or love for another pony while I'm on this date with this other girl. And usually it wouldn't happen this way. What would happen is the fact that she would probably be a little bit creeped out. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. You agree, Racer?
Oh yeah.
She would be just a little bit creeped out, and she wouldn't know what to do. She definitely wouldn't be kissing you on the lip. But let's get on with the reading. I mean, I just had to throw that out there because, I mean, I've never experienced that, and nor will I probably ever. If I was to talk about My Little Pony, you know how a lot of them would respond? Either they'd be like a bunch of fangirls, or they wouldn't be expressing it like that and saying, "Oh, I'll take muffins on the side." Some of them might, but I wouldn't see that to be an actual thing, especially if you're on a date with a girl. But let's get on with it. I know it's just a story, you guys.
Hey, guess what? We're up to 5 viewers.
Nice. I blush again. Oh wait. Oh well. I'm sure she would be happy to know that you would love to date a girl like her. She said with a smile.
I blush again before returning to my food.
No one, no one has ever was ever this sweet to me before. Finally, the food was gone, and just as I went to pay for the meal, Delilah paid for it instead. She just smiled and said, "I wanted to pay for it. Will you uh, walk with me to my car? It's so dark, and I might get hurt." Oh my god. Well, that's true, but that's true. She said, I agreed and walked with her to her car. It was my dream car, red Lamborghini that resembled the Transformers generation. One side swipe. Thanks for the date, Mal, but I don't want to end this. I don't want it to end so soon. She started to look at the ground.
What do you
Wait,
mean, Delilah? I ask.
come with me. Come to my home, please. I agreed with her and the passenger seat, got into the passenger seat of her car. After a while of driving, we got to her house, a small two-story house with a muffin printed style. She lived alone. I followed her into her house, and she went into the living room. Mel, Mel, I wanted to give you something special for a great date. Do you want it? After all, it's for me.
Yes, of course, I said.
She went into the kitchen. Uh, she went to the kitchen. I could tell she was cooking something because I could smell the food. Here you go. It's a little dessert I made. I call it the ice cream de muffin. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's an ice cream shape. It's like a muffin. Oh my gosh, she's so much like Derpy. This would not happen in real life. Delilah blushed as she smiled. She wrapped her arms around me. I did the same. We spent the rest of the date in each other's embrace. When I looked at the clock, I realized I was going to be in so much trouble if I didn't get home soon. It was already midnight.
Delilah, I didn't want to cut this short, but I give to go. That dude don't know how to spell something right. It says I give to go. Why'd you got to give to go?
What?
It says I give to go home. It don't say I have to go home. It says I give to go home.
It says I don't want to cut this short, but I gave to go home.
That was some shit. Anyway, I'm gonna fix it for him. I have to go home. My family's probably worried sick about me because I was supposed to be home at 11, but I lost track of time. I said as I hugged her goodbye and began walking out.
Wait! Take this so you will remember me until we until we see each other again. She said as she handed me a necklace that had Derpy on it. I smiled and thanked her for it. This would probably be every fucking brony's dream, especially if they have a fetish or they have not really a fetish, but if they have a love for one of these ponies, and this would be probably one of their dreams, right?
Yep.
Because this will not happen in real life unless it's like some sort of role play you're doing with your wife or something, which is a little bit odd in itself.
Yep.
When I got home, my mom chewed me out for being late. Dad just read the newspaper while watching TV. My brother just laughed. He was probably late. He was probably late because his date tied him up and raped him. My brother joked. He always was a big jerk. Wait. Who's this? Oh, quiet, young man. Such inappropriate things like that are not allowed in loud. Holy fuck, there's an earthquake. There is a literal fucking earthquake happening right now, and I am just shaking. Holy fuck, that was weird.
Damn.
I mean, it wasn't one of those house collapsing earthquakes. It was just one of those shakes, you know,
Yeah.
that happened across, and you just like, what's happening? And then, holy fuck! It ended just. It started instantly, and then ended just whenever it started too. It was so weird, dude. Okay. So where was I?
My mom said, scold it.
My mom said scolded him. My mom scolded him. I went up to my room and went to bed. All I could dream about was Delilah. She seemed upset that I had to leave, and felt bad because I left her alone. Morning came, and I got out of bed and headed for work. A 19-year-old high school dropout, and yet I managed to land a nice cushy job. Cushy?
Office job.
Huh?
A cushy office job.
Oh, cushy office job. Cushy office job. I thought he had a cushy job where he was selling kush on the side of the road.
Good morning, Mr. Anon, the receptionist said as I entered the office. Good morning to you, Miss James, I said as I went to my office.
You did a lady. As I sat down in my chair, I began to daydream about Delilah. What was it about her? What was it about her that made me attracted to her? Was it that she reminded me of Derpy because she was so nice? Whatever the answer was, I knew I loved her either way. Mr. Annan, my co-workers, Miss Thompson said.
Yes, Mrs. Thompson, I replied.
You've got a visitor. She requested to see you, Miss Thompson said.
Okay, send her in, I replied, wanting to see who would visit me at work.
Mr. Annan will see you now. Miss Delilah said.
Miss Delilah, he said, yeah.
Mr. Annan will see you now, Miss Delilah. He said as he mentioned, that's a she, right?
He.
It's a he.
He said as he motioned for whoever it was to come in.
But this is the receptionist, right? Or is this his assistant?
Well, the receptionist was a woman, so I don't know. I think this is
Hey,
Mr. Tempest, so it could be he.
self as Mr. Annan will see you now, Miss Delilah. I'm trying to put two and two here together. But okay, you just read that part. But it says he said, as he mentioned, for whoever it was to come in.
Hello, Mo. That's you.
Hello, Mal. I told you I would see you again. Delilah said. I couldn't believe it. She knew where I worked. At the time, I didn't have an idea as to how she knew, and frankly, I didn't care.
Stalker.
Look out!
Delilah. Yeah, go ahead.
That's you.
Delilah, what are you doing here? Not that I am upset. I'm just surprised, I said as I closed the door.
I came here so I could talk with you. Also, I found out where you worked from your brother. Somehow, he knew where I lived. Oh God. Stop.
Stalker.
She said. I was both happy and upset. I, I knew that's you.
I knew I should have locked my bedroom door before I went to bed last night, I thought to myself.
Oh, sorry. He must.
That's me still. Oh, sorry, he must have heard me talking in my sleep. I couldn't get you out of my mind. You're just so beautiful and sweet, I said, grabbing her hand.
Really? By the way, when do you get off work? She asked. I told her I start work at 8. I have lunch at noon, and I get off at 3:30. Okay, I'll come by. I'll come by your house before you get home, and meet your family. I'm sure they will enjoy meeting the girl you're dating. She said, as she got up and left. It was then that she realized that while she was wearing the same outfit as the previous night, damn, you need to change, girl. And I would, and I would, and I could smell like her perfume.
Her shirt was unbuttoned to show some of her cleavage. She was wearing a shorter version of her shirt she had on last night, and I could smell her
Anyway,
perfume.
man, oh wait, oh okay.
Man, if my mom sees Dylan dressed like that, I'm going to get in trouble, and Dylan would probably get insulted by being called a wild ass whore. Damn. My brother's favorite word being whore. Of course, there is the slight chance that wouldn't happen, I said. I thought about it all throughout my workday. At about 3:30, I got my phone called for my mom telling me about how nice and sweet my girlfriend was. I couldn't believe that my mom was actually happy with the way Dylan was dressed. Delilah was dressed. As soon as 3:30 got there, I grabbed my stuff and headed home. When I got there, Delilah was waiting for me outside. She was wearing her outfit the way she had when it when we first met. So she must have shown up at my office before she finished getting her outfit fixed. Ready for a date? That's you.
So ready for a date? She asked as I walked up to her.
Yes, I replied.
We went to we went to the mall so I could buy her something special for being my girlfriend. Ugh. Usually it's not about the stuff though, to be honest. That's the way I see it.
6 viewers.
Because seriously, if you buy your girlfriend something just for being your girlfriend, where's the love involved?
Yeah.
I bought her several items, including new clothes, so that she didn't have to wear the same outfit all the time. Really? It's not like she has enough clothes already. What does she only have one change of clothes?
I don't know.
I don't know. Hey Mel, can I trust you enough to tell you a secret? She asked me. I told her that I could keep a secret. As we were dating, we would be honest with each other. Well, okay, but don't tell. But I didn't. But I don't want you to tell. You in here.
I don't know what you read, but you ain't reading the same shit. But I don't want to tell you here. In here.
Don't want to tell you it here. Let's go to my house where I don't have to worry about anyone eavesdropping on the conversation. She said as she grabbed my arm. I paid for what I had gave her a pink dress. What? That
I
is
paid
weird.
for what I had and gave her a pink dress.
And gave her a pink dress. I need to get my glasses on. I'm trying to read without glasses. There's a big problem here. Dun, 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 dun. So guess what?
What's that?
It's starting to get cooler where I'm at.
Already?
Huh?
Already?
Already, yeah. I mean, I got the air conditioner on, but it's cold as balls in my house. Alright. And that's upstairs too. Usually hot air rises. Let's see, once we got to her house, she put on the pink dress I bought her and sat down on the couch and began to tell me her secret. When we first met, you said I reminded you of Derpy Hooves. Well, the truth is, I am Derpy Hooves. What the fuck? What the fuck? Well, the truth is, I am Derpy Hooves. I was brought here by accident during my regular delivery route. That's what the gray uniform was. For, now I'm not 100% pony. I am from a version of Equestria where we are anthropomorphic ponies. How is she knowing this?
I have no idea.
Anthropomorphic ponies. Now, I trust you enough not to freak out. So, I'm going to show you my true form. She said as she brought a light. She said as a bright light shining, causing me to go blind for a few seconds. She's not a fucking unicorn. How can she do this? What the fuck is this story coming to? This is basically somebody just typing out something in their basement, just like, yeah. I'm so sorry. That was kind of mean. When I could see again, I looked at Delilah, her Derpy Hooves. She wasn't joking. She was covered head to toe in gray fur. Her head resembled what a pony uh, resembled that of a pony's, even having the ears sticking out of her head. Her body still looked like a regular woman, even though it was covered with fur. Her tail stuck out beneath her pink dress. Her wings stuck out from her back. Wow. Oh, wait, that's you.
Wow, you're even more beautiful than I imagined, Derpy. Though, when you choose the name Delilah, why did you choose the name Delilah, I asked. She just scratched her head, blushing.
Well, I couldn't think of anything more creative, and I figured it would help. It would help me blend in. If I used my real name, I'd probably be. It probably been asked a lot of questions, anyways. You're probably wondering as to why I revealed myself to you so soon. You see, I just got a message that Princess Celestia was almost ready to bring me back, and I figured that you might want to get to know me more before I left. She said, crying as I. She said, crying. Uh, Whoa, dude! She said, crying at thought of having to leave her lover. That's you.
I comfort her with a hug. Listen, Derpy, why didn't you ask Celestia if I could come with you to Equestria? Then we wouldn't have to part ways. We could live with each other. I said as I kissed her forehead.
Really? What about your family? Your job? She asked, giving me a confused look.
Listen, Derpy, I have a couple idiots. Idiots. Ideas to pass up opportunity. No, I had to be a complete idiot to pass up an opportunity like this. I could get a job in Punville. As for my family, I have a brother who is a jerk to me, a dad who doesn't even notice anything that isn't in the newspaper or on television, a mom who is overprotective, and relatives who I don't even know. Why wouldn't I want to stay? Why would I want to stay with my family when I could stay on my own? Would you? I asked her, giving her a hug.
A family. With me? A stallion back home even wanted to date me?
No Stalin.
No stallion back home even wanted to date me. But you're not a stallion. Okay, I will get a letter wrote. Uh, God damn it. Okay, I will get a letter wrote and then send it to Princess Celestia. I really hope she allows you to come with me, Derpy said as she ran upstairs to her bedroom. Probably.
I stayed on the couch while Duffy was upstairs. I didn't want to fall like I was, feel like I was imposing on her or anything like that. Then I heard her asking me to go upstairs and help her with something. I was right. It was her bedroom. She had already sent the message according to what she was telling me and wanted me to go to wait upstairs with her.
After a few minutes, I noticed she seemed worried about something. You.
What's wrong, Derpy? I asked.
First, at first, I figured she'd give me the old "nothing's wrong" phrase that I've heard in a lot of stuff, but instead, she just started crying.
That's you?
What if Celeste says no? I don't want to leave you. I finally found someone who loves me for who I am, and I don't want to give you up. She saw a She subbed. What'd you do? Subscribe? She sobbed. I just hugged and kissed her. I didn't. It didn't seem to work. It didn't seem to work this time.
Is there anything I can do to make you feel better? I ask.
She just frowned and continued to cry. Well, I don't know much about romance, but I do know what you're going through. Let me cheer you up. That's you.
Well, you said it already.
I said as I gave her a more romantic kiss. I pressed my lips against hers and began pushing my tongue into her mouth. At first, she didn't do anything. Then she began pushing her tongue against mine. We continued our kiss, our tongues dancing with each other. Her tongue wasn't like mine. It felt both rough and soft like sandpaper. We pulled apart so we could catch our breaths. Do, do you want to get to know me better? She asked, slipping one of her breasts. Oh my God! Slipping one of her breasts out from her dress. Wow, that was kind of
A drastic.
Oh yeah, that was so romantic, Derpy. I'm just gonna pull out one of my breasts. Here you go, big boy. The nipples, know,
Read from her.
what?
The last one up here.
Breasts weren't like human breasts. The nipples, no. The entire breasts were covered with fur. That's you.
Yes. I said never seen that, knowing what to do.
She smiled seductively and pulled off her dress, revealing her body to me. I viewed every part from head to toe. Her body was amazing. It caused me to start becoming hard. Wait, seems I do really turn you on. Come to mommy. She unzipped my pants. Once they were zipped, she reached a hand out and sucked on my and stuck it to my underwear and pulled out my erect penis. The fur tickled my dick as she gave me a blowjob.
Hand up.
A hand job, not blowjob, hand job.
Hey, that tickles, I said as she continued.
Sorry guys, this is the dry reading. Before I knew it, she shoved my entire penis into her mouth, her tongue licking it, licking. It has, licking it as she began deep throating it. It says has.
Yes, Derpy, don't stop. Your mouth is so warm, I yelled.
I yelled as she started going faster. After a while, her blowjob began to feel strange sensation. Sensation building up inside me. I knew from every clock that I heard that this meant I was.
Derpy, I'm about to. Before I could finish, I felt my cum explode inside her mouth. She swallowed my semen and licked the rest of it off her face.
That tastes great. It's still hard. I'll make that a sign. You want to stick your muffin into my oven? Well, go ahead. God damn it!
The puns are coming.
The puns! The fucking puns! This is killing me, man! Holy mother of fuck! Hold on, let me plug in my computer again. God damn, I was not expecting that. Were you even expecting that?
No.
Like, I want you to stick your muffin in my oven.
The puns. We're going to die from the puns.
She said as she bent down on all fours, shaking her nice round plot in my face. I stood up and gently pushed into her. Her pony vagina was warmer than her mouth, and from how tight and wet it was, I knew she was a virgin. We both took each other's virginity that night. I thrust faster and faster, uh, her and I moaning in ecstasy as we continued getting to know each other. Oh my god. If they call that getting to know each other, I want to go to this universe. Hold on. Derpy! Huh.
That's me.
So, that's you.
Derpy. Huff. You're so warm and wet. I think I might not be able to hold any much longer, I said as I couldn't if I continued thrusting.
Don't blow your load yet. I want to make sure I am in position where your cum will flow straight into me, she said as she had me pull out. She then lay down on her back, giving me a sign to push into her. I started thrusting again, feeling her to become tighter. She was about to come also.
Derpy, I'm gonna.
Before either of us knew it, we began coming, our liquids mixing inside of her marehood. I passed out and fell on her bed. She hopped up beside me and covered me. We were asleep for the rest of the night. We both woke up. There was a letter on the desk near the bed. Derpy opened it and read it aloud. Dear Derpy Hooves, I will be more than happy to allow your human friend to live with us, provided he follows the rules and laws also. He is also have him visit me sometime when you come to Equestria. P.S. Read the following aloud and the home sweet home aloud, and the two of you will be brought to Equestria, home sweet home. Sincerely, Princess Celestia.
What's going on? I asked as a ray of light surrounded Derpy and I.
We put we put out we put our clothing back on before the light teleported us somewhere. When we opened our eyes, we were inside a house that Derpy recognized as her Ponyville home. Yay, we're home in Equestria! Now we can be family, Derpy exclaimed. I just smiled. First thing I wanted to do was relax. After all, it isn't every day your wife shows up. Weeaboo. Gosh, I'm sorry. Your wife who shows up lets you have sex with her and then takes you with her to her world. I was going to enjoy my new life, but first things first, I had to find if Derpy would get pregnant or not. If not, adoption is always an option, because I really want to start a family with her. Of course, we did get married
after we spoke with Celestia about it. So now Derpy Hooves is my wife. Woohoo! The end.
Well, that's it, everyone. That's the
That
story.
that story was probably cancer to my ears.
Well, this is the last one we're going to be doing on this recording, at least. I don't want to get it too long. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Anything
And
you
we'll
want to say?
see you guys in the next video. Alright, peace out.
Bye bye, everyone.